Alright, the stream is live. Okay. Do. There you go. Everybody here?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Haven't heard the tent yet.
I see that he has unmuted himself.
I'm here.
Got a good check. Ben, you here?
Yes, sir.
Tonight's gonna be fun for you, I hope. Alright, y'all. Welcome to the second week in a row of our Weight of Nations returns. As we get back into campaign. Where's my music? There we go. So welcome you back to the second week. Last week, we picked up with the party enjoying themselves in a relaxing resort, which they later eventually find to be headed by the one and only Sethai, the Scarlet Prince of the Feywilde. During their time at the Scarlet Keep Resort, the group had fallen under the enticements and libations, finding themselves poisoned with an enchanted ale that basically blissed you all out and didn't allow you to even think any negative thoughts or about any sort of anxiety or problems that you might be going through. Just pure hedonistic revelry. Through some series of events, the group eventually works out that they have been enchanted and basically brainwashed for an undetermined amount of time, while in the process of figuring out what's going on, they figure out who is doing it to them, and it is the Sethai, the creature trapped within an ancient oak deeper within the Feywilde, which you all later find out who is basically the boogeyman of the Feywilde, and even more so, managed to fight a one on millions of, one versus millions of Fey creatures in an all-out ancient war long ago, that ended up decimating the Feywilde population from where they were a huge, large, abundant, basically the mirror of the mortal world, just as many people, and he reduced their numbers down to almost a tenth of that, where Fey creatures became significantly more scarce and less prevalent in the mortal plane. They find out that they have either been brought here or have stepped into a planned scavenger hunt after realizing all of their shards, their ancient, powerful artifacts, have been taken from them and scattered throughout the Ilariel's Reach archipelago. Two of you all decided to set out immediately in a direction towards Ilariel's Rest to hope get a jump on finding these things, while the rest of the group stayed by to hear the Sethai give his speech to his sycophantic cohorts, telling them about the scavenger hunt that is to ensue, with the prizes being, of course, possession of these ancient powerful shards. Excuse me. We pick up now with the group, with the three of you, Bucky, Aster, and Hephaestus, who is not here with us this evening. You three are sat basically here, with the Sithei looking at you all after he has told you all that you all may now leave since your companions got a bit of a head start. As you all are standing there, a shadow washes over the building, blocking out a lot of the green verdant light, shimmering light coming off of the ocean around you all. The shadow passes after a little bit, and you hear a sharp 2 bits and a haircut rap at the front door of the resort. And you see Sithei's face light up. He goes, "Oh, they must finally have arrived. A little late, but better than never, right?" As he looks at you all, and he turns around. He makes his way. He makes his way to the door. As he opens the door, he goes, "Ah, yes, please, come in." As he invites them in, the first figure that enters in, is cloaked completely in black. Actually, to the point where he only really looks like a shadowy silhouette, and all you can see are these purple slitted eyes underneath the cowl. Following in closely behind him, his shadow sort of trails behind him and wavers and moves around in the shadow, in the light of the non-flickering light of the Scarlet Inn. His shadow sort of flickers and moves around behind him as he walks. And in coming in from behind him, you see a creature that has to hunch its shoulders and drop his head as it makes its way into the door frame, squeezing and sort of stretching the door frame a little bit. You hear it creak and groan against the tension that his body puts on it. And as he moves his way in, you see on his back a gigantic greatsword. I need the 3 of you all to make a perception check. Well, I guess it'd be the two of you. I need Bucky and Aster to make a perception check. All right. Aster's too busy
the other way.
I was saying you were distracted by another butterfly.
Aster, pay damn attention, man. This thing's happening. Leave the butterflies alone.
You can see from the handle protruding from. You see that your eyes are immediately drawn to the gigantic greatsword, because Bucky, you see very very quickly and keenly the haft of the greatsword, the handle, is made out of effervescent wood, wrapped with like star metal around the handle that ends in a wolf's head at the pommel.
Okay.
Now, as your eyes are drawn away from the greatsword into the man himself, as he stands about 8, almost 9 feet tall, his shoulders wide, like twice as wide as Arnold's. Just a huge hulking mass of muscle. You see, he's not really wearing a cloak or anything, but he has this fur, it's not really a fur cloak. You think it's a fur cloak at first, but you realize it's actually fur that's growing out of his body. And in this long black and shiny silver fur. That sort of drapes and accents his body, where you see interwoven patches of like human skin and this fur. His features, as he gives you like a half smile as he looks at you, and he goes, he looks over at Sithei and he goes, "I didn't realize you brought me a pretty little rabbit for a snack." As he says that last bit, he sort of like growls out the end of it. He's got long pointy ears with like tufts of fur coming out like behind it. And his face is a little bit more elongated around the mouth and nose, where it sort of almost looks like he has like a little bit of a muzzle with these sharp canine fangs that come out of his mouth. And Sithei goes, "Oh no, unfortunately, not within here, and he is not. Well, once he leaves this island, He's free to do
You some kind of wolf or something? How you doing? Yeah. I said, how you doing?
He just sort of, you see, he sort of chuckles, and his shadowy companion in front of him goes, "Your friend looks like he's seen a ghost."
I mean,
you all look back, and for the first time in your life, Hephaestus looks so stunned he doesn't have anything to say. He can't even speak.
Hephaestus, I know he's as big as all outdoors, but you know what? You need to get it together. Oh, he's not responsive. It's a thing, was it? Yeah, they. Who's your friends?
He looks at you and he goes, where are my manners? These are better men than your friend. People who keep to the bargains that they make. They would be, I believe. Well, I'll let them introduce themselves. And he goes, "My name's Ira," and you hear Hephaestus. Then the guy behind him goes, "And I'm Finn." And you hear from Ghost. He goes, you just hear like Ghost whimper.
Ira and Finn.
Hephaestus. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, Ira and Finn. What about the guy that looks like cut down the tall poppies over there?
Who are you speaking?
Did you say there was 2 people or 3 people?
Well, it's 2 people. It's Sathay and then those
okay.
2.
And the tall one was Finn?
Yeah.
Tall wolf-like little creature?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Ira, Finn, it's a pleasure to meet y'all. What brings you around these parts?
All right, one sec. Let me find the other token, if I can.
Who's that? Is that?
That's the tall guy.
That's Finn?
Yeah. Here it is.
And that's Ira?
Yeah.
So she's kind of humanish, elfish, or?
You can't tell.
Okay.
As they pull back their hood, they look very androgynous. But that shadow, like you see white, like bone white, pale skin, and the shadows are sort of like roiling off of them.
Okay.
As they both walk up to you, and they go, and he just looks at you and he goes, "We're here to claim what's yours."
I don't really have a whole lot. What you talk about?
And of course, your inability to recognize what you have is the exact reason why we must take them from you.
So wait, I'm sorry. You said I have my loot. I don't have my shard though with me, do I?
Right, but they're talking symbolically.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I'd love to help you out. I don't know where mine is. If that's what you're talking about, I don't know where it is.
Finn begins like picking food off of the table and eating it as he just sort of like scoffs and rolls his eyes. Ira steps up closer to you and he goes, "We know where they are, and we will be collecting them, and we will be using them for our master's purpose to actually save the planet you will have been neglecting to defend from the invaders." See, that was our deal. our group made the bargain with Sathay that if we freed him, he would give us your shards.
Well, how can he go on and make a deal about something that don't belong to him? That just already sounds like a null and void contract. You can't make up a deal that's something that you don't have.
Well, see, when you renege on a deal with an archfey, certain
Can I just say something?
consequences- Huh?
Can I just say something? Is Sathay?
Yes.
Real quick, just disgruntled, just a disgruntled bunny here, okay? See, I'm a little confused because I wasn't any part of any of the deals in which you had with these other people. I only met them just little whiles ago.
This is true.
I wasn't either.
This is true. And for that, the confiscation of your shards were merely a coincidence and a bonus.
Okay, so
The condition to which yours being retained is different than your.
so then I feel as if since that's the case, since our shards were not the ones that were put on the deal, that our shards should be allowed to be returned to us. So long as me and Aster here, we can prove our worth to the cause of saving the world.
You can prove your worth by retrieving the shards that you have lost.
And then I have to probably fight this big old tall oak from the little acorn over here.
What are these conditions?
He just kind of said it, man. He said he had to go get it. We gotta go find them.
The conditions for your confiscation were your shards were there at the wrong place at the wrong time, if that's what you're asking.
Well, I guess we ought to go get some of the. I guess we ought to go. Can you at least give me a direction where ours are located?
No.
Fair enough. Well, Ira and Finn, I wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna go look for my shard now. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and head on out now. I kind of look at Aster like I kept saying it slowly.
I'm just
It's like,
I'm staring at Finn.
I'm saying it slowly, like we are gonna go out now and look for our shards. Ain't that right, Aster?
Do I recognize Finn?
Jesus Christ.
Make a history check.
I feel like I know these people are, but I can't remember.
His 18? Yeah, sure. It's pretty ingrained. It's one of your earliest memories. You remember seeing this big motherfucker throw the woman who made you into the air and then bring her down on top of the sword that he had, like, basically he bisected your creator. This is the man who decimated your entire everyone you ever knew before you found the people who you're with now.
Do I get a feeling that he recognizes me?
Make an insight check.
And why the hell are they looking at Hephaestus? I don't even...
16. He actually has been acting like you don't exist. Like he's not even like bothered. Like you, everywhere you go, like usually everyone stares at you because of just like who you are, right? An automaton. He has been acting as if you are so far beneath him. He doesn't even give you the prescience of time.
And Hephaestus and Aster and myself, we all gonna just go head on out now and go look for our shards. Ain't that right, boys? Ain't gonna be no problems.
See, Finn stands up and goes, he walks around the table, and he sort of stares down at both of you and he goes, I don't know if I can pass up on such a wonderful looking snack. I love
I'm
rabbit.
not real snack. I'm kind of gamey. I have, just like real, like my I have weak bones. My mama always told me I need to eat more
You see-
calcium.
He grabs underhanded the table that is next to him, and he just begins sliding it. And this is like a 15-foot by like 10-foot large table made of like solid wood, and he's just casually sliding it out of his way as he walks closer to you here. And he begins he is completely encroaching your space, Aster, but he's not paying attention to you at all, and he's just staring down at you, Bucky.
Do you know that that Bugs Bunny scene where he swallows really hard?
Mm-hmm.
And it's that's what
you see
Bucky does.
coming down off the side of his mouth. You see saliva beginning to drool out of the side of his mouth as he's staring at you. His eyes are so dilated and large. You see that they've got a yellow ring to them, and they look exactly like wolf eyes, and it triggers something like animal, no pun intended, but like an animal fear response. Like you want to fucking run. You've never wanted to run so bad in your life. Sethe goes, unfortunately, the conditions of the event stipulate that they must leave this island without harm. It is part of the binding. If you wish to claim your prize, you must play the game by the rules. You see, Ira looks back at him irritated. And he goes, you see Ira put his hand up in front of Finn, and he says, you know what he said. Shards first, then we can have our fun.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do y'all want to hear a joke?
No.
I'm real funny, I've been told around these parts.
You should get going.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, you funny. Woo. Let's go, Asta. Let's go.
Do I so
Jesus Christ.
for me to I need my weapon to cast anything.
Correct. Yeah. You
Even-
need a spell casting focus of some kind, but for you specifically, your bow has your shard, your hex weapon has been your spell casting focus.
I didn't know if I could do hex or anything like that. If
Nope. Unfortunately, you have to have some kind of spell casting focus.
okay, all right, I'll just I'll head out towards my room that I was staying at, and on my way out, I just want to release that poisonous butterfly that I had.
Okay.
Wait,
Stealthfully, you know what I mean? Not obvious, I'm.
Sure. Make a sleight of hand check.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, well, shit. Yeah. Natural 20. Yeah, sure. You just sort of take it in the little case you were carrying out on your back, and you just sort of pull it out and release it behind you. Just sort of flutters off away instead of join the other various random butterflies within the room.
I'm gonna hop out the window.
Okay. So you all make it. You pull Hephaestus along with you out the
Yeah,
window.
come on, Hephaestus, get the hell out of here. Weirdos. These are a bunch of weirdos.
Weren't we staying here?
No, we gotta go
No,
get
you,
some
you
stuff.
were. Yeah. No, he went to go get. So you go upstairs to where your rooms were. You all are actually all sharing like a chamber of conjoined rooms on the second floor. So like, each one of you all have a room within like a bigger suite, if that makes sense, right? So when you get up there, Asher, you not only see your gear, everything but your shard. You see literally everybody else's stuff.
I'm gonna grab all my gear and then grab Tolliver's bag of holding and put all the other shit in that and carry that.
Very good. Yeah.
And then meet up with Bucky and Hephaestus. In my just saying, my eyes the whole time were doing like the fucking Terminator fucking scanning thing on that fucking big dude.
Okay. All right. So screen wipe. We go to Franz and. Actually, no. Hold on one second. So when you all leave. As you all are, like when you leave and you get out. Is there anything that you guys want to do? When you step out of the building and you sort of looking, you know your friends went flying off north towards Ilariel's Reach, so I'm assuming you all sort of like orient yourselves like somewhere around here.
Yeah,
looking
we
off
gotta,
towards
we gotta link up with the rest of them, or at least tell them what's going on. Wait, hold on. Oh, that's only 120 feet. Damn.
what message?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little bit far.
But it's like miles away, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like the whole archipelago stretches like miles wide, but like the first island like north of you, like the most southern island of Ilariel's Rest, it's only like a mile or so away, mile or two. But like Ilariel's Rest main island is a few miles away. Yeah.
Do I get a sense, like, I know their shards are like doing some awakening shit or something, but like, do I get a sense where my shards at?
So I'm not even
like
gonna
a
give you a
sense
roll
of
for
direction?
this. You have not Bucky, and I know it's more like a playing time thing more than anything else. Bucky has
No, you're fine.
Bucky's not spent enough time to like. Bucky doesn't even know the name of his shard, where everybody else knows the names of theirs. So Bucky has like the slimmest connection to his shard out of everybody. Do you remember what your shard is? Like the animal that represents it?
No, I don't think you told me any of that.
That's the only bit of information that Bucky does have about the shard.
Shit, it's been so long now.
I know. Yeah, it's a hummingbird.
That's right, a hummingbird. That's right, yeah. I think there's only one time that I actually activated it, and that was back
Correct.
with the dragon, right?
It
I made
was.
the
It
dragon.
was with the poison corrupted dragon. Yep.
I made a dragon laugh.
You did. You made a
Career.
dragon laugh so hard that it fell out of the sky. That's right.
Career highlight. Well, hey, well, what do you want to... Damn it, what should we do? I'm not used to being the one to making decisions now. Astor, you know this group better than me. What would you say we do?
So we steal a boat and start rowing.
In what direction? Just a random ass direction?
No, would we know the direction of that first island that you said was only like...
Well, no. I mean, the only thing that you guys know is the direction. So you know that Tolliver was getting pulled in a direction, and him and Franz left before you all went inside to hear about the scavenger hunt. They left north towards Ilariel's Reach, so they're a good bit ahead of you all. They've got a good,
Hey, you know,
10, 15 minute jump on you all.
before we do a screen wipe, and we can do the screen wipe and come back to this. When we go out here, I'm gonna be like, you know what? Hold on 1 second, and I'm gonna try and stealth my way into an area where I can hear these people talking.
Okay.
We'll get real bunny like,
Roll a stealth
and
check.
like pop my ears over this windowsill right here, like radar.
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. As you pop over the windowsill and you listen intently, you can hear, because they're not being quiet. He actually sounds very pissed off. You hear Ira talking to Sathe, and he goes, he's gonna be really upset. That wasn't the deal that you all made. And he goes, it is not as straightforward. And Sathe answers with, it is not as straightforward as you all thought it might be. And he goes, I thought it was pretty straightforward. We get you out of the tree, you get us their shards. Sathe looks down at Ira, annoyed that a mortal, presumably, is talking to him this way. And he goes, I'll spell it out for you. Those shards are bound to their souls. So, for us to unbind them, they must either die, and I can't kill them outright because they are bound to me now. Why would I shatter a very, very sharp knife in the war to come? They owe me. So I will not outrightly kill them. So the only other option that we have is we must conduct a metaphoric ritual to take them from them, to unbind them, to transfer ownership and connection of the soul to the winner of the contest. I understand it is a convoluted solution to the problem, but it was the only one available to us. And Finn goes, doesn't make any difference to me. This body remembers them, feels for them. It will finally break him completely when I kill his friends in front of him and make him watch. So, Ira, I'm fine with the opportunity. Each one of them that I break brings me closer to complete control and realization. And then we can finally kick off the party. The real reason we're doing this. He goes, fine. Tell us what the shards are then. He goes, they're all located north in Ilario's Reach. Scattered on the various islands, one of them underwater. If you travel to the islands, it'll be fairly obvious where they reside. However, getting to them once on the island is the challenge. And on top of that, you'll have to compete with the other Royal Fae. But it should be trivial for you all, of course. Shard bearers yourselves. I'm sure these petty Fae won't cause you any problem. That's all I can give you. Otherwise, the game sort of breaks and the ritual ends, and it's all for nothing. So, it would behoove you to begin. I would start with the most northern island. It'll be the hardest to reach, but with your abilities, it should be trivial for you all to reach it. Era stands up and walks over. You hear him stand up, and you hear him walk. And you go, fine. And he snaps his fingers. And then all you hear is the singular set of footsteps of, you presume, whoever's left walking away.
I run back immediately. Oh shit, 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 shit. Whoa, God. Oh, Lordy, goodness gracious. And I kind of just relay that back to Astra, everything that you just said. Oh, we got to go. Oh hell, it's getting crazy right now. Good talk.
Where
should
should we
probably
go?
Hephaestus.
I saw something.
So here's the thing. You expect you like this whole time you're talking, you're thinking to yourself, God, Hephaestus never shuts the fuck up. He's always got something to say. He is staring at the ground and he hasn't said a word. And he's like pointedly not talking to either one of you. And with you all sort of sitting there in that frustration, we will screen wipe.
Yeah.
Big Eagle Tolliver and Franz. We will do these. So, I'm going to say you all are somewhere down here. This is how big this fucking area is. You all could zoom.
Yeah, I can't even see it.
Yeah, you have to zoom. Can you see my ping?
Oh, holy shit! Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still tiny.
Yeah. I didn't know the best way to do this. You're going to have to zoom in really far. Okay.
Wait. Where the fuck am I?
Ping. Down here. Sorry, one sec. Down here.
Ah,
Yeah, like get your magnifying glass out.
I see.
The tiniest little ping.
Tiniest.
Those are some really big birds flying around.
Yeah, what's one? What's it calling at 5 feet? Oh, it's a 1 to 4, so these are 20, actually, supposed to be. 1 square is supposed to be 20 feet. So you all aren't even a square, I don't think. Well, how big is a giant eagle?
How big?
Yeah, its size. It is a
Yeah,
large
sorry.
beast.
Large beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you all get flying. So you all take off way before that. Any of that takes place. So you all are actually out over the water. And so, like I said before, it's like partly cloudy, but they're small clouds and they're far and interspersed throughout. It's a beautiful tropical day, basically, tropical sunny day, over an ocean. As you all are flying, you can see over the entire span, now that you're closer out here, you can see that each one of these islands look very distinct from one another. So this one is giving off a bright green. Sorry, this one's giving off a bright green glow, basically. This one's giving off a bright red one, and you can see actually coming out of this island is a rather large volcano that is protruding from the eastern side of that island. You see that around the center island, like around near there, this rainbow coloring is sort of coloring the water here, and it looks like it's like radiating out from this center island and sort of coloring the water in this island chain in the island chain of Ilariel's Rest here. As you all look down, this water is crystal clear. You can see, so it's like deceiving. You can't actually judge how deep the water is because you can see right through it to the bottom, and it's sort of all these like underwater coral reefs and island chains and like half islands that are like slowly forming and coming up out of the water. You can see them through the clear water, but you can't really get a good guess for the distance between those underwater islands and the water the surface of the water here. Go ahead and make a perception check, both of you. Tolliver using the eagle stats, obviously, and Franz using your own.
Okay, sorry.
Ooh, 16, the both of yous. So you guys get...
It actually just only says on my thing for skills perception +4. So any other skill, I just roll a straight d20, right?
Yes.
And then for like if it's a strength check, I obviously use the +3 that's there. But it's just it's been forever since I've used a sheet like a creature sheet.
So you'll have you have like a +3 for strength, +3 for dex, +1 for con, +2 for
Yeah. I'm saying for skills, like none of that affects the skills rolls. It's just the actual thing that says skills, right? Just
Correct.
the +4 perception. All right,
Yes,
cool.
yeah.
That's all. Yeah, I'm good then.
Okay. So you all didn't note. So like you guys can see forever around you all, like all the way to the horizon line, all the way around you all. You you notice that they're like off to the southwest. There is an island. You can't see the details of it, but there's an island that is moving closer to you all. And during the time frame in which you all are flying from the Scarlet Keep Island out here into the rest, like you guys aren't even close, right? Yeah, you're just all you can see is now you're at the point where everywhere you look, all you can see are like the big wings, like the big statue of Ilariel, like just near the horizon line. And then but everywhere else around you, like west, east, south, all you can see is water. And like you can't even see the islands of Ilariel's Rest. They're so far in front of you. So basically it's just water around you all. As you look off to the southwest, you can see an island on the horizon that is moving closer to you all, and it's moving. It's moving quickly. But then you see as it's moving, and you're like, oh god, okay, it's like coming, and you guys are flying like it's trying to catch up to you all. You see it actually disappear below the water line.
Turtle.
Those of you all who are on the island, as you all are standing there after the... Well, we'll get back. No, I shouldn't do that. We'll get back to you. So yeah, you guys are flying. Do you all want to do anything?
I want to reach out. Go ahead, Dan.
Oh no, I was gonna say for all I'm doing is following Rune's little tug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was gonna reach out for a Bisu and see if I could determine a direction.
Make a charisma check.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can't. You know, it's not. You just get the idea that you're not close enough. Either you're not close enough, or something's interfering with your connection with the Bisu. One or the other, because it's just not there.
Yeah, Taliba, do you have any ideas?
Call.
He gives you a freedom screech.
So I can, per the giant eagle thing, I can understand him, but I cannot speak back. Yeah.
Will you get me another one? Yeah. So you're just sort of there. Yeah.
Can I try to speak to Rune while I am a giant eagle through my mind?
Yeah. Give it a shot.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you talk to Franz?
You'd have, it would cost you. It would cost you power.
Okay.
So you would have to expend a second level spell slot.
Yeah, don't do it, but that's good to know. I mean, when we set out, the goal was to just follow the Tuggaroon, and that was clear to Franz. So I think if nothing changed, I'm not going to really communicate anything to him. There's no need. But if you, I mean, do you know, Rune? Like, can you tell me where you are? Is it more just of like a compass kind of thing where you're pulling me in a direction here?
Yeah, it's
Is there a way for you to look around to your physical self right now?
For you to manifest me, it would cost you something. I believe you could probably summon me as a true familiar with with the appropriate spell.
Your physical form without finding you.
Yeah.
What if I scried your physical form?
Ooh. That could work.
I mean, I don't really know the layout of like, the lands here, but
right, but
guess
you could still theoretically scry on your shard.
Yeah, I just don't know if it would actually give me any help.
Well, so you're flying pretty high. You can see that these islands, like even the islands that you've passed before this point, they all look very distinctly like different biomes from one another. So, like, I mean, you think, like, maybe, but yeah, you're not super familiar with the area, so it's really all up to what you can decipher in the small window that you get. But as you look out, like, you notice that, like, there are, there's, like, a storm in one part of the area ahead of you. You see that in the, like, the red glowing area, there are, there's that giant volcano, so obviously, like, and you see, like, there are, like, small tufts of fire that are, like, erupting out of the island from over there. But again, like, they're all pretty far away right now for you to get, like, super details out of them. But what you can glean is that they do seem to look different than one another.
Okay.
So wherever you feel the pull, that is where we need to go.
Oh. Yeah, no. In my own head, I agree with what he says there. So how long have we been flying for at this point?
See, at this point, you guys have been flying for about 10 minutes.
Okay, so we're chilling. Polymorph lasts an hour.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that if we are not at our destination yet and polymorph breaks, I will pretty much immediately reapply it.
Heard.
If we're in the air, of course. But just to continue going to our destination right now. If nothing happens and it takes longer than an hour, I'll just reapply polymorph.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else to do except to follow the Tuggaroon.
Yeah, there's nothing much for you all to do.
Right, yeah.
So I'll say it. So after a little bit of time goes by, you can't be surprised, right?
Me?
Oliver? Yeah, you have alert.
Because of the alert shit? I mean, currently I'm a bird.
Well, no. Feats are feats, bro. I'm not gonna take your feet away from you. You have alert?
Yeah, I do have alert.
Okay. You're flying, and then all of a sudden, like, the feathers on the back of your neck stand up, and you feel like a shiver go down your spine. Franz, what you notice is a large shadow sort of befalls you guys. So, like, you look up, but you're, like, staring directly into the sun when you look up, and you're like, ah, shit. Tolliver, you try to do the same thing as an eagle. You try to look up, but you're, like, blocked by the sun, but something tells you to fucking get out of the way. So, like, Franz, you're just, like, finally like, what the fuck is going on? And then all of a sudden, Tolliver just does a barrel roll in air. Streaking down above you all, like almost like a missile, this long, lanky entity comes darting out of the sky. And you hear as it passes by you, and it barely misses you, only because of your alert feat. It dives down, and it swoops out, and you see like this elongated, reptilian-like tail just sort of like snakes and whips past you. Franz, all you can see as you're doing a barrel roll is like shapes and blurs. But when you hear someone screaming, And what's the AC of the giant eagle?
13.
13. Okay, I'll give him disadvantage because you're doing a barrel roll. But you hear the whistling of like arrows come flying past you all, like flying at you all. Natty 1. Okay. So this volley of arrows comes flying past you all, and you hear this whoosh, like shoo, 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 as they like fly past you all. When you finally orient yourselves, you guys can see. Like, I need you all to zoom in on your character down here, if you can. Yeah.
Give me an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm playing the first Star Wars battle.
So you all, so like you
Enhanced.
can finally see the first island is kind of coming up. You're about halfway there, but this island's huge, so you can see it. But what you see streak past you and then reorient itself is this thing, and it is fucking massive.
Wyvern. Is it a wyvern?
It is
Can't tell
not technically a wyvern,
from
no.
the picture. Not a dragon, though.
No,
So
not
that's
a dragon, not a dragon.
Yeah, no, that's what.
Sort of orients itself. Yeah. But you see, as it swoops down and then comes up and then reorients itself, you see sitting on its back, you see like you see 4 like humanoid figures with like bows trained on you all, as you all are flying here.
What the fuck?
Make a
space.
both y'all make a perception check.
I have advantage. Oh, what the?
Roll a D200 for me, son.
There we go. 13 and 9.
$13 and $9. Yeah, it's hard to make out the figures that are on the back of this thing. So this is not straight combat. This is kind of a
Wait, I got a 20. Do I see it?
I don't see the 20. Oh, it was blocked.
Yeah, it's
with
right
that
above
other one.
mine.
Okay, yeah, you do. You see on its back, one of each of the individual kind of Eladrin. Oh, that's not. That you saw in the chamber. So you gather these. This is 4 of the royal cult. The sycophants. Yeah, the followers of Sithay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And you hear one of them yell out, "Cheaters are no fun!" I need you all to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Is polymorph concentration?
Oh fuck! I didn't. Oh well, because I'm a bird thing. Yeah, I got a 19.
Well, no, I'm just.
Um,
I'm just.
And
curious.
yes.
Okay, so if you take damage, you have the chance of being reverted.
Like
If
I
you
have to
drop-
do the con save.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've got resilience. I'm
Okay.
confident.
Yeah.
Confident. Do you get it?
Haha. Okay. I will roll. I'm gonna roll them as just one entity, and they went lower than both of you. So Tolliver. Here we go. What would you like to do?
Oh, it's like my turn.
Yeah.
All right, sick. I am going to come out of the barrel roll from dodging the arrows and kind of tuck my wings and dive bomb, and I'm gonna try to rake across the top of the wyvern and hit the archers.
Okay.
Now, I have a multi-attack.
All right. When he
Wait, let me see here. I think I might just end up doing one. Okay, no, yeah, I'll do the multi attack. That's like my whole thing. What?
Are you trying to like knock these guys off the back of the thing, or are you trying?
Yeah,
to, like...
ideally,
Okay.
I am trying to knock them, like dislodge them, but primarily I'm hitting them. Ideally, I would knock them off.
Got it.
All
right, so
what
go
am
ahead.
I rolling for an attack on this thing again? I'm sorry.
So what it would be? No, you're fine. So you see where it says like beak and talons? You'll make one beak attack and one talon attack. So
Oh, +5 to hit, so it's just
Correct.
D20 +5. I got
Correct.
you. Okay, yeah, we're cool.
But this is
right,
we're gonna use it as you get 2 like shove attempts, basically.
And I'm just coming in, like hitting who I can hit. So I don't know. I won't like pick targets if you want to roll like a D4 or something.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is. God damn it.
And Franz, what? So since you guys are like doing it like in tandem here, when he goes to do his dive bomb at Mock Jesus, what are you going to attempt to do?
I mean, can I cast anything? Cantrips? Anything?
Do you have? What are your meta magics?
Twin spell, seeking spell, and heightened spell.
Okay.
All right.
You do need an arcane focus. The only thing I was going to say is if you had the subtle spell, meta magic, it allows you to cast spells without any of the necessary components. So that would be the only way you could forego the not having a spell casting focus to cast a spell.
Then I'm going to hold on for dear life.
Okay. As like you just suddenly Tolliver folds in his wings and just dive bombs down at this thing. So you had an 11. We'll roll a contest. Oh, natural 20, unfortunately. So you dive down. So go ahead and make a second one because you're trying to hit 2 of them. I'll say you're big enough to like when you spread your wings and like try to like come in and hit them. I'll say you're big enough to try and catch 2 of them. So give me a second shove. Or did you already roll 2? Can't tell. Is one of them a 24? Is that what that is?
Sorry, I was spacing out. The second hit is a 24 for the talons, and that is 2d6 +3. The 11's the damage.
Okay. All right. So that was for accuracy. Make a strength contest. So roll a d20 plus your athletics modifier.
I do not have one.
It would be the. Let's see if you.
Like, should I just be rolling my +3 on? That's what I was asking for the
Yeah.
creature
So
stat block.
you have a +2 proficiency bonus, but you have to have a proficiency in a skill to use the proficiency bonus. So it doesn't say that you're proficient in any skills. So I think it would just be a straight strength check.
Just a strength check, so I'm using the +3 on strength.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think if you have me roll an athletics check, it would just be a straight D20. So would it be athletics or strength?
No, it would be your strength. So
Okay,
athletics is
gotcha.
your strength, and if you're proficient, plus your... Ooh. That's pretty good. Yeah. One manages to duck out of the way, but you catch one of them by surprise. And yeah, they go plummeting off of this thing, like just out of the sky. You hear it's like
And,
she's just, like
I'm
screaming as she's like falling down.
I'm going to fly my full 80 feet of movement, however much I have left after the dive bomb, putting as much distance between them and us.
So as you come out of the dive bomb and you begin going away, and you move out of the melee range of the giant creature, it's going to take a snap.
I didn't even think about that. Solid, gotcha. Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, 22 to hit.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So
You take 10 points of piercing damage as it bites you. as it bites you on the way out. Make a concentration saving throw.
Yeah, so once again, another question for this: am I using the con of my bird, or
So you're
do I get to
using
use
the con. No, you're using the
resilience?
con of the bird, but the bird is resilient.
Okay.
Uh,
So I
Does that mean advantage?
have proficiency with the saving throw,
and it goes up by 1, so technically your
and
con
my
would be a 14, would be a
proficiency
+2.
bonus is 5 as Tolliver. Is it 2 as the bird?
It
Or?
is 2 as the bird. So
Okay.
what you would be rolling is a +4 to it. So D20 +4.
And I just have to beat a 10, right? Because it's 10 damage. It's not over anything. The threshold.
Right.
Alright, okay.
Should be able to save this.
We're good. We're good.
Okay. You are good. Wait. No, you rolled a...
Well, no, I lost concentration, but like we're good. We're good.
Yeah. So, as it bites you on your way out, and the concentration drops, you are Tolliver again.
Yeah, Franz and I just start.
Yeah,
plumping.
so it's like that. So, like, you guys are going, right? So, like, he shifts back out of it. Franz, you're like, nothing's gripping me. You look over, and you and Tolliver are staring at each other face to face as you guys are just sort of soaring through the fucking sky together now. Like, momentum's carrying you all out, but very soon you all are going to begin, like, arcing downward.
I will just go ahead and use my reaction and cast Featherfall on us both, just in case.
Okay. So you feel your momentum arrest itself, and now you guys are just sort of, like, floating there slowly, but now you're just sort of out there in the air floating slowly as this giant winged snake thing just like orients itself towards you all.
Word.
Those of you all who were on the Scarlet End Island, so Bucky and Aster, make a perception check for me.
Okay, will do. I'll make a perception check right there. Nailed it.
Oh, fucking great.
Ash, are you there?
Oh, okay, both of y'all see it. You all can see this scuffle going on in the sky to the north of you all. So, like, you all see the giant eagle and this gigantic thing that's like two to three times the size of the eagle. Like, you see the eagle there, and then you see this thing lash out, and then you see the eagle just disappear. And now you see that. Now you can gather that, like, you know, and you also see this person plummeting to the water to death as well.
And can I see kind of how far it is?
It's
far.
It's far. I mean, like, they're the only reason why you can see them is because they're so big. They're like out there. They're like halfway between. Like, you can kind of guess that they're like halfway out there between you and.
Hey, Aster. Can I ask you a question? And I don't want you to take offense to this in any way, shape, or form, okay? Which is probably not the best way to lead a conversation, but I'm just gonna say it anyway. So we got these boats around here,
There are no
right?
boats
Is there
around
boats?
the island. Sorry, no,
Damn.
that's just a map thing.
Damn. Well, we don't got no way to get. That's them out there fighting. We don't got no way to get out there.
So as you say that, with your super high perception checks, you hear, Bucky, your ear twitches for a second, and your attention's drawn just to your left, and you see arcing out of the water. You see what looks like dolphin-shaped creatures arcing out of the water, but they're like. I don't know how to explain this. They look more like a cross between like a shark and a dolphin. So like it looks like a dolphin, but a little bit more predatory. And they sort of arc, and you see them like dancing around each other. And like you look at it, and you see one like notice you, and it falls into the water, and you can see like the pack of these creatures sort of like making its way towards the island towards you all.
What question for you, real quick? So
Yeah.
DM.
Mm-hmm.
Did Tint cast polymorph on himself?
He did.
That's what he did.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be. You know what? Tolliver Von Donovan isn't the only one with the bag of tricks.
Oh, okay.
He thinks he's all hooty fluting tooting with his little magic whizzing all over the place. Nah. Bucky got the riz too, okay? We can get out there. I don't want to do a flying eagle though.
I've got some tricks of my own.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use my pact boon to create pact weapon. Can I do that?
What?
It says my pact weapon, which would be my shard bow,
Yeah.
disappears if it's away from me for more than. Hold on, I gotta find it again.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So you
And
go
I
to
create
go
it back in my hand.
right. So you go to think on it, and you're like, oh wait, this is so fucking stupid. I can just summon it, and you go to summon it, and you feel nothing there. But your pack does allow you to summon a weapon, so what ends up happening is you just end up summoning a regular longbow in your hand.
It's better than nothing.
It's still technically a hex weapon because it's your packed weapon, but it's like this. All it is, it's like it's not even like a bow. It's like this ethereal shadow, like this hollified, like translucent version of your real bow. But you get the feeling it's like a shadow, like a literal shadow of itself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I would tell that it's not mine.
Yeah, it's like a facsimile. It just looks like it. Because that's what your mind is familiar with, right?
Do I feel any like magical abilities coming up? I mean, like
Yeah, it's still so being your packed blade is also your packed weapon is your hex weapon, so that is your focus. You have the ability to cast spells now.
awesome. All right. So I'm just gonna say that to Bucky. I have some tricks of my own and create it in my hand.
Okay. Well, I think we can get up out there real quick if you want to.
I think we should. If you can get us out there, I can fight. I will need all of your help to eliminate that fin creature that's inside.
Well, dagnabbit, I don't know of any monster that, or actually, you know what? Can I, well, can I do a hippogriff? It's about the same size as.
Yeah, but it's yes. I would say so. What matters is it a beast? It's a monstrosity. So I do not believe, per the rules of polymorph, that you can do as cool as it is. It's hippogriff is a little.
I'm trying to think. Like the giant.
I
eagle
will
is
say
probably-
that it literally has the same exact stat
I
block
know,
as the
I
eagle,
know, I
except
know.
a little bit worse.
Well, it's a little bit- it's a little
noticed
bit
that.
stronger. It's a little bit stronger. Okay.
It has the
It's
same-
actually
it has the
it's
same
actually
shape.
about 20 feet slower, and it has about
It's
7 less hit
stronger,
points.
and that's really all I cared about.
And it
I
doesn't
want one
have-
stronger than you for the story. Okay.
It's not stronger,
It's the same.
It
shape.
is. It's
and
strength
I'll
17.
allow it because it's weaker.
It is actually.
Okay, can I-
It's funny that is an inferior creature to the. It is.
It is.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you put Buckbeat against the fucking eagle that carried Frodo. You see
That's
who
what I
wins.
was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. I don't think Buckbeak's going up against the fucking Eagles of Gaunt or whatever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I'm taking the Eagles from Lord of the Rings there. I think.
Yeah, I think now
Whatever.
that I think about that, it is a fair
Well, no,
stat.
all right. So you know what? because we're in the Feywilde, if you want to be a hippogriff, bub, I'll let you be a hippogriff.
Yeah. So I go, all right, let's get up on out of here, and I play my little lute that I have, the bling bling bling, and I just start to shape into a hippogriff.
Okay. So you see Buck. You
I am-
see the hippogriff, but it still has these gigantic bunny ears that come off of the.
Good touch.
Yeah.
A hippogriffy. A hippogriffany.
A hippo. Yeah, I know.
A hippogriffany.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it unfurls these large majestic wings. You do have a 2 for.
I can't
intelligence,
talk to them, right? I can only
Correct.
just.
Right. Yeah, you can only screech. Correct.
If I just, and I move my head. I start pecking the ground.
I'm going to climb on you now.
So he climbs up, and Hephaestus climbs on behind you.
And I take off, and I fly at my 60 feet.
I'm going to give, just because I'm a nice DM, I'm going to allow. Hephaestus is gonna look around and find like some rock, and he's gonna break off he's gonna like snap a wood plank off of a tree, and he's gonna like just wait. No, I don't even think he need. Yeah, you just see him like just start like MacGyvering things around him, and he, using his forge cleric abilities, he just creates a shield and a hammer out of like the natural earth, the materials of the natural earth. He can create anything under a certain amount of gold, and a shield and a hammer do not constitute that gold threshold. And he conjures the shield with the symbol of his god Hephaestus on it, so he has a spellcasting focus.
You know what's really fucked up is that wyverns they like hippogriff meat, so
It's not
Good-
it's not a
good talk.
wyvern, so you'll be alright.
okay.
I don't think this thing is such an obscure creature. I love this creature. It's one of my favorites. I don't think you guys.
I've seen it. I just can't remember what it's
Like
called.
The name's on like the tip of my tongue, but I don't know if it's right.
What do you think it is?
No, I'm like trying to remember the name. It starts with an R. I'm saying it's on the tip of my tongue, but I don't even
Oh.
know if it's the right name anyways.
It's not. It doesn't start with an R.
Gotcha, okay.
Is it a winged serpent?
It is not.
Anyways, yeah, so we're flying up there.
Okay.
We into air.
It is this creature, or it is their turn, right?
Yeah, that's how it left off.
Okay. So the three of them are gonna fire their arrow volleys at you all.
Is it start of a new...
No.
Did we go first or did they go first?
You all went first, and then I scream white back to the island, and then now it's their turn.
Okay, so my reaction for the fly, I don't have my reaction is what I'm wondering.
You used it for Featherfall, correct?
Yeah, that's what
Yes,
I'm saying.
yes, it
on
is
that
the same round.
rotation.
Yeah, it's the same round
Cool,
of
cool.
actions. Yep. Okay. So they're gonna take their volleys. They're actually like with this being air combat, and you guys they're sort of like shooting in an area, right?
Mhm.
As opposed to like, so there are gonna be some. It's just like a different. God damn it! So it's disadvantage. They have. There's a 3 for the first one. Is
I just love hearing the heartfelt damn it when the DM's trying to hit me with an arrow and he misses.
all right. So we'll do it like this. One of you two. Call. So just one of you two. I don't care. Call. High or low.
Hi.
Okay. Awesome. Tolliver, you get shot with an arrow.
Okay. Ow.
You take 8 points of piercing damage as this arrow slams into you. As it's stuck into you, you see it is the what's it called? The fletching, the arrows, the feathers on the arrow. They're a bright yellow, and then you see they erupt in fire as the arrow like combusts as it hits you. And you take dog shit. 4 points of fire damage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great. You should have seen the amount of dice I rolled. Or like what dice I rolled to get that. It's shitty. Okay, and the last one. That's a D12. Why did I roll that? That's it. It's a 5. Misses you all as well. So it's their turn. This thing the giant creature orients itself and it begins flying at you all. Let me see here. What is both of your all's total health currently?
Oh, come on.
42 apparently.
80.
Unless we got a long rest at some point. I don't know why it'd be low.
No,
If
you should have
you-
been. No, you should be at full health.
Yeah, okay, then 93.
At
Okay.
the start of last session, we were at full health, yeah.
Okay. So this thing, well, I'll say it because you have the ability to counter it if you want. It's casting the spell Sleep at you all.
But I can't use my reactions right now. I don't have
Oh,
one,
that's right. That's right. That's right.
I used it for Featherfall. We're still on that.
Yep.
Didn't they go first?
No, you all did. You rolled a 19.
Yeah, we haven't completed one round yet.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, that's right. They ambushed us.
Yeah.
But, like, didn't get to.
Adds 2d8 per level. So this, I'm gonna roll this here because it's way too many. It is 15 d8.
It's a lot.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. I should have just let us fall.
It had to load. God damn. Really? That was a 6th level sleep, bro.
Oh yeah, that's dog shit rolls.
That's fucking terrible. It had
I could've-
5 1s and 4 2s. God
I could have gone down here
damn
easily.
it. So
Maybe.
the sleep spell, you see its eyes and you see this like ring of purple
Oh,
energy.
it's a sleep spell.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
radiates out from its eyes and it washes over you, and both of you all feel kind of drowsy for a second. Then you're able to snap out of it. God, I hope it gets to.
I thought this was damage for a second.
No. Okay, that is its turn. So it comes back to you all. What would you guys like?
Excuse me. All right, yeah, I am. How far away am I from it?
It's really hard to judge. You're free falling. When you're not free falling, you're feather falling. But and you're in air. Make a general intelligence check. See if you can parse it out.
Parson.
Jesus Christ Almighty.
I'm doing the Pythagorean theorem, so I also want to know how close Franz is to me. I'm triangulating.
God Almighty. Yeah. You know, like Madara's eyes, or like you do like the Sharingan eye thing, where like
Weird
you're looking
flex.
in, and then you're like looking. It's like okay, so you are. I don't fucking know. You're like 60 feet away from the monster, and you're like
Okay.
you're like 10 feet away from Franz.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna reach out and look at Franz, and I'm going to cast another polymorph and turn him into a giant eagle.
Okay, great. Yeah, that's good. That makes sense.
And you said I'm like 60 feet from them.
Yeah.
I guess I can't really just like move at all.
No,
Right,
you're in
I'm
free
just
fall.
falling.
Yeah, you're in free
Yeah,
fall.
yeah.
Well, feather fall, so you're slowly falling, but yeah. So
Right,
you're
right,
sort of
right,
just
but
like
I can't actually get closer to them.
right. Yeah. You're still moving downward away from them. They're flying there. Yeah.
I am going to attempt with my bonus action to activate Rune and array her like images around me.
It will cost you your highest spell slot.
I will not do that.
Okay. Yeah, she's like that is a huge expenditure of energy. That'll take everything.
Yeah, no,
you
it's cool,
got.
it's cool, it's cool.
You're doing too much, bro. Chill.
All right, I'm just gonna yell out. Nah, I don't even really have anything to say. That'll be my turn. Yeah, we're good.
All right, so Franz, you're there. He reaches out. You all slap hands, and you're now a giant eagle.
Snap hands.
Okay. I'm obviously going to swoop in and pick up Tolliver, try and land him on my back.
So you can just straight up grab him with your talon if you. Or are you
Okay.
or are you trying to? So all right, I'll say this. You reaching out and grabbing him is easy with your talon. You getting him, you having to like swoop around and catch him. It'll be a
I'm
dexterity
slow
check.
falling. Just saying.
Yeah, you are. You are. Okay.
So you could fly underneath him.
He could. Yeah, the eagle's got enough movement to where it can just like fly around quickly and reorient himself and grab, and then Tolliver can grab hold. All right, yeah. So you can get him on your back. I keep forgetting your feather falling.
Yeah.
Okay, so I do that and still have an action?
Yes.
Okay. Then
We'll say
I'm going to do the same.
but we will say that you've used 20 feet of your movement to bank out and grab him, like swing out and around and grab him, because you were right next to him.
Okay. If that's the case, I'm going to move because they're 60 feet away now. So I'm going to move 30 feet closer and then take the dodge action.
You have 80 feet.
You still have 60 left if you want to reach them, I think.
Yeah, I know, but then we'd be stuck there.
I figured. Yeah.
So you want to move closer to the monster, about half the distance, and then take the dodge action.
That's real simple.
Yes.
I think.
Okay. Okay. All right. To the island. You all have just passed up on the opportunity to ride some fairy dolphins, and you fly off of the island as a hippogriff, and with Aster and Hephaestus in tow. You are currently, I'm assuming, headed out towards the fight, correct?
Yes.
All right. So
I mean,
yeah, but you're good. Like,
yeah.
they're like 5 minutes out, 5-10 minutes out there ahead of you. So
yeah, we're
it's-
not gonna
it's
make
quite
this
a bit.
fight.
But at least you're headed that way.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there
We're not
anything?
making
But
this fight.
still, is there anything you all want to do in the meantime? If any, well, I mean, I would just. No, I don't think a warlock has the ability. Never mind. But is there anything you all want to do in the meantime?
While I'm flying, I'm just kind of gonna keep. I want to use the hippogriff's keen sight to just just keep a perception of what's going on.
All right, I'm gonna take some liberty and have Hephaestus cast the sending spell, and send a message to Tolliver that you all are en route, but you guys are about 10 minutes behind.
Roger that.
I will say this: you two can make a perception check, Aster and sorry, Bucky. God bless. Yeah.
So I just roll. I'm just gonna roll a d20 plus 1, and then it's with advantage though.
Okay.
So that's be a 17,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, 17. That's pretty good. Yeah. Aster, you don't see this, but Kino Bucky, you can see about halfway between you all and the fight, with how crystal clear the water is and how big this thing, you see an island-sized shadow. You obviously assume it's a creature or an island, like an underwater island moving towards the fight from like halfway between you all and the fight. Does that make? I think I'm rambling. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it moving at like the same pace as us?
Oh fuck no. No. Like yeah, it's hard. This thing is so big, it's hard to tell. But like, you're not gaining on whatever this thing is. You're not gaining on it.
Can't tell anybody this.
Hephaestus can relay it.
I can't speak to him. I'm in hippogriff for him.
Oh, that's right. Let me roll for him. He's actually got a pretty high perception.
Hippogriff.
But I rolled a 6. So unfortunately, unless he's got
I
like
just
a
go,
plus 11,
"Can-
I don't think he does.
If I go, kind
Yeah, make a Aster, make a animal handling or insight check.
like I'm using my head to point.
Yeah, I am literally thinking like you're doing like a head bob, like sharply pointing your head downward, and it's like jerking your flight like down a little bit.
Are you hungry, boy?
No, so you're like, what the fuck is he doing? And then you look where he's pointing, and then you also see the big thing moving.
I show Hephaestus.
And he relays it to you. So what you hear coming to you, Tolliver, in that whole message from the first one that he sent was that they're coming, and that, oh yeah, there's an underwater island moving towards you all at a pretty fast speed.
Okay.
Helpful.
All right.
We'll talk.
Yeah. So you two did your thing. You all did your thing.
We're saving the day.
It's their turn. So here comes the volley. Does a 19 hit the eagle?
Does he have a dodge action up?
He does. So it's a
Yeah, is it-
so it's a disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
So they have disadvantage anyway because of the range from which they're shooting you all at, and they're on the back of a giant monster. A whole bunch of things, right? They're just it's tough
So
shot
that's
for
a
them.
double
anyway.
disadvantage. That's
Double-
basically impossible.
I rolled two really high numbers, but yeah.
Just kidding.
So
But yes, that hits.
luckily for you, you don't have to make the concentration check when you take damage.
True.
That is 10 piercing damage to the eagle. Uh, 19 to
Another
hit.
question about the eagle that I didn't get a chance to ask because I didn't lose health.
Yeah.
The hit points on my sheet says 26, and then in parentheses 4d10 plus 4. Which one of those is like?
So
Great.
the first number, the 26, is like if the DM doesn't want to do any,
Gotcha.
you know what I mean? It's like that's
Yeah.
that's the average. That's halfway. If you want to, I don't care. We can use 26 if you want, or you can try to roll for it. But obviously you risk.
26 is fine.
Okay.
No, I was just wondering. I didn't realize 40-10 plus 4 seems like a high.
So I have a 15. Oh, sorry, I forgot. All right, so you took 10 points of piercing damage from the arrow. However, you see like an icy blue. You see icy blue fletching, and it erupts in a blast of frost damage. Okay, you take 6 points of frost damage, and your movement speed is slowed by 10.
Okay.
Second, or the third attack. What fucking number is that? Oh, it's a 4.
Thank God.
So an 11.
Nope. Does not hit.
All right. It is now the monster's turn. It is going to once again cast sleep.
I'm gonna counterspell this one.
Okay, very good, because the eagle was going
how
out. The
far
eagle
away
was
are we?
going
Oh,
out. Y'all
We
are
flew
60
30
feet.
feet closer, right?
Right, so you're 30 feet. Yeah, you're good. You're good. So you see its eyes light up in that purple with that purple wispy energy again as it gets ready to let out that silent screech of a sleep spell, and you reach out and you snap your fingers, and the spell dissipates in front of its face. Oh, Franz, you were going out, bub. All right, that's their turn. Let's see how. I'm gonna roll for this. No. Okay. All right, it's y'all's turn.
Hey, Wick,
Yeah.
unrelated, but you're moving to Texas. Pornhub just. closed
I
down
saw
Texas.
that.
It's closed in Virginia, bro. Well, it's not closed, but you have to
Use a
verify
VPN.
your age, like with
Yeah.
a
You
picture
have
of
to do
your
this.
real ID.
Yeah, you have to do that in
Yeah.
Louisiana too.
I'm not doing that shit. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's not worth it. I have
Anyways,
a-
continue. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I saw that too. Don't worry. I was tracking.
That was way more important than this story. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just saying.
It's a goddamn shame.
All right. Yeah, I guess as we are flying towards them, I am going to reach out my hand and coalesce some static energy, and I'm going to cast synaptic static at the pretty much landing it right on where everyone's sitting on the guy's back.
Okay. One of the Eldrin is going to attempt to counterspell you. What level is that spell?
It is a level 5 spell.
Okay.
And then so what do they have to roll to cross that?
They have to roll. So you said it was what, 5th level spell?
Yeah.
They have to roll a 15.
Yeah. They're gonna roll a 10.
Okay.
Honestly, probably not.
So I'll say this: they have to roll. They're not just roll. It's plus their spellcasting modifier.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't tell me. Obviously.
Yeah, I
I
but I mean, you should. I mean, you know that because you know how counterspell works for you. So like, I don't mind
Yeah.
reminding you that. So do you still want to use your portent dice?
No, but my bad. You
You're good.
shouldn't have had to remind me about that.
It's fine.
Give me a chance
We-
to reuse it.
Right. We've not played, and this is high level D&D. I'm not gonna bust your balls. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
But yeah. No.
If
that's
we
kind
can
of-
if we can get back to playing like consistent, like if we can manage to keep consistent, then in a few games I'll probably hold you guys to it. But right now we're just making sure we're having fun.
Yeah, I got you. You can definitely hold me to it, whatever. Too. I should know the mechanics of the play along.
All right.
But either way, yeah, solid. So he goes for the counter spell. I will not attempt.
Has to beat a 15. He rolls a 17.
Okay, so I'm counterspelled. I
Wait,
cannot counterspell.
Hold on.
the
No, let me
counterspell.
just.
Oh wait, I can.
You can, but hold on. Let me make. I don't think he adds his proficiency modifier. Let me check something real quick.
Basically, having 2 turns is fucking me up on when I can use my reactions.
Okay, it's a 16, but it's still that's still good enough. So yeah, you reach out for synaptic static, and he just right back at you, reaches out and counterspells
And
you.
I'll counterspell this counterspell.
Okay, then never mind. So the synaptic static goes off, and everybody has to make an intelligence saving throw. Okay. Fail. Natural 1, fail. Natural. I rolled a 3, a 1, and a 5, so all 3 of the Eldrin fail. And big boy, 11 plus. Oh god, this thing's so intelligent. It actually is insanely intelligent. It's a plus. Okay, but so that comes out to 15, which is still less than your DC. So everybody takes full
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah. So 24 psychic, and they all have -6 to attack rolls and ability checks
Damn.
for 1 minute.
Damn.
Huge.
But they
Hell of
can
a
do
spell.
intelligence at the end of their turns to end it, like roll again.
Okay. God, I wanna. Okay, we're gonna do some fun. So they have a -6 to what again? Let me show.
Attack rolls and ability checks.
Attack rolls.
Isn't
and-
it a -D6 though?
D6.
Yes,
minus
yes.
D6.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
It is
okay,
a
okay.
minus.
I was like a straight up -6. I was like, that's
-6 is insane. That's
strong.
insane. Yeah.
That is strong. All right. So that's your turn, Tolliver. I'm assuming. You have a bonus action.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything with it last time. Wait, well, we're within 30 feet of them now, correct?
You are.
Oh, then yeah, the guy sitting in the very back, I'm gonna try to shove him 5 feet off of the thing.
Oh, with your telekinesis.
Yeah,
What's the?
it's succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus the ability modifier of the score increased by telekinetic, which was intelligence. So it's 18.
Hell no. So one of them. So the ice one just goes whoop, and is now free falling next to the. Now free falling next to the thing.
Sick. All right, yeah, that's my turn.
So I'll say this: I'm gonna put them off to the side. They're both falling. You guys were. I'm assuming you all were up flying high enough. You guys are much like a few hundred feet above the water is what I was assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're within one round. They fell 60 feet, or the first one did. So she's like 60 feet down from you all, and he's just now starting to fall. Or well, the ice one's just now starting to fall. Okay. Franz.
I think all of our fights from now on should be in the air. By the way.
Is this not fun? This is what
This is sick.
this is what
Yeah,
high level
quite
D&D can be. Yeah. This is what high level D&D can be. This is so cool to me. Yeah, Franz.
So which is the one that casts counterspell?
This one.
Ooh, good question.
I want to attack that one and try and push it off.
So, what's your movement speed? -10?
70.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, yeah, you move up.
Yeah.
Make your because you have to aim because you guys are moving at such like high speeds and stuff like this. So go ahead and roll to hit. So roll your I think it's a D20 plus 5. Yeah, it is. D20 plus 5.
Okay.
Right back. Let's take a quick break. I'm gonna take a potty break.
So that's a 21 then.
Okay, yeah, that hits. Make a strength contest. So this is an ability check, so he has a -D6. You rolled an 8.
Ooh, I got 13 then.
I think you get a second attack too, though, right?
You do. So you rolled a...
Yep.
Let me see, what the... Oh, God, these things are so powerful.
Excuse me, it's an 11, not a 13.
Okay,
Plus 3 to
yeah,
strength.
He blows you out of the water. So you actually go to push this thing with one of your free talons, and he just can't. He literally reaches out and just with just in his hand as like a stop sign, just stops your claw, and you just like stop midair. Right
And
up
I'm going to
against
try
him.
and catch him off guard and slap him with the other one.
All right, another strength contest.
Oh my god, another 11?
Roll another 18.
Jesus.
Like the exact same roll. Let me see what the minus is though. It's a -4. What do you? So what do you have?
An 11.
Okay, 14. So you reach out with the second when you catch you off guard, and he drops his bow and just meets your second talent, and he's like, you guys are like, he's like, grab both your talons. Tolliver, you're like, what the fuck? How long does Featherfall last?
I think it's 10 minutes. Sorry, I have a million tabs open trying to find my character sheet.
Oh, you're fine. I can look it up. You're right.
I got it right here. 1 minute. Sorry.
1 minute. Okay, you're still good.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, with the arresting of the momentum of that Eldrin just like holding you and stopping you in the air, you would have to you would have had to make like a maintaining your balance check with the arresting of inertia, but since you're
Gotcha.
Featherfall, you don't have any inertia, so it's like you're good. Okay, so that's your 2 attacks. You have
So how much movement did I use?
you used 30.
Okay, then
Can
I'm
I-
gonna fly 20 feet away, or before, unless Dollar has
All
something.
3 of them will get attacks of opportunities against you.
I would rather not do that then.
Okay.
Did these attacks do any damage?
No, because they were
They were-
grapple attempts.
Yeah, you were pushing them off. Like you could either hit them or push them
Oh,
off.
my fault.
So you
I
were
got
basically
you.
making shove attacks.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I thought it was the beak talent attack.
No, that was just the justification for you getting 2 attacks in the multi.
I got you. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So you staying right there, Franz?
Yeah, it'll be my turn.
Okay. You all are still flying too, so we're just gonna not deal with you all for a little bit because there's some checking up. There's some catching up. Let's see. So it is their turn. The Eldrin that you tried to shove off is going to attempt to grapple you, Franz. So I need you to make a
14.
contest. Yep. Ooh. Okay. 10. So it fails. But he's going to use his second attack to try to grapple you again.
Spam it.
22.
God almighty. Yeah, no. 11. So you all are just struggling back and forth here, and you're flapping your wings frantically. He's trying to grab you and hold you, but while you're doing that, this one is going to face step. What's it called? Yeah, face step onto the back of you, where he's just like he's looking right at you, Tolliver. And he goes, you see him draw this long green blade out from the hilt at his side, and he is going to rush you, make some attacks at you. 23, but minus 5, so 18.
If it matches, it hits, right?
Correct.
Then I am hit.
Okay.
I do not shield.
You take 13 points of slashing damage. And on top of that, you take 1 point of poison damage.
1 point. Gotcha.
Make a constitution or concentration save.
Oh yeah.
It is just
And you're Tolliver now.
Yeah, it's just a 10.
Yeah, it should be. It should work with advantage.
No
of 21.
problem. Second attack coming through.
Or
22 minus 4, 18 again.
again. Yep.
Yep. So that
Fuck it.
is-
Literally the one day I don't have mage armor on.
Yeah. 13 points. Oh, 13 points of slashing damage again. Jesus Christ. What is going on? Plus.
It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening. Plus 7 points of poison damage. So was that total? 18. So
Yeah, I
another
put
con
it
save,
down.
but
Like
another con save 10.
I got you. Yeah. 16.
No problem.
Cool.
Y'all are still in it. So that's their turn. The monster, recognizing that you were on its back, goes into a like. Let's see. It can't. It's not actually. It can't actually take you with it unless. One second. Oh, it's going to attempt to Yeah, it's going to attempt to constrict you, Franz. So, each one of those Eldra needed to make a intelligence saving throw at the end of the turn, right? For synaptic static.
Yes, if they want to break off of the synaptic.
Yes, they do. They both do, and both of them. 17. 17 was out. Yeah, they both fail still.
My 19 is the DC.
Yeah, your DC's fucking silly.
Yeah.
All right, the constrict. To hit. It's just it's a to hit. You gotta be kidding me. 14.
It works.
Okay. You are constricted, so you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are grappled.
Well, if I take 10 points of bludgeoning damage, I am now Franz.
Okay, you are now Franz, but you are still constricted.
Good.
Yes.
Not falling.
Right, you're not falling, but now Tolliver the eagle is not there, and you are free feather falling.
Well, are we like does everything just kind of go past me real quick?
No,
when the
it
eagle
doesn't.
disappears?
I guess technically, like when you would like as a fall, you would kind of actually land on the creature, probably.
I was gonna say, would I be able to maybe like roll to land on the creature?
Let's say this. Let's say you'll land on the creature because you're right there anyway, and this thing's so large. But let's say to maintain your balance as you land, whether you fall prone or not. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Got you.
Because everyone is still moving. You're
15?
fine. You're fine. You managed to land, and you're like you brace yourself. You have to crouch down to like grab a hold of it so that like you start getting carried along with it. But yeah, you're on its back.
But I
now.
fully land on my feet and everything.
Correct.
Then Featherfall is done.
Okay. All right, Franz, you're being constricted. So until the grapple ends, you are restrained.
Oh, how does this work with hit points? Because I lost 26 as the eagle. Does that transfer over, or am I just...
It does not transfer over. No.
Okay.
That's why I always say if Hephaestus gets in trouble, I'm just going to turn him into the giant ape.
Right.
Just gets like a whole nother 100 hit points.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah, I got you. I forgot like everything.
So as this guy's falling, he is going to face step back up onto the monster's back. And when he does, he is going to look at you, Tolliver, as you're standing there, and he's going to fire off 2 arrows at you.
Mm-hmm.
He is not affected by synaptic static, so that is a 27 to hit.
Yeah, it's going to hit.
Okay. Arrow hits you. You take 12 points of piercing damage plus 8 points of frost damage, and your movement speed is slowed by 10. The second
Okay,
arrow.
point of order. How high up off of the water are we?
Oh, y'all are... yeah, you're up
Yeah,
there.
but I actually do need a number.
We'll set it at 200 feet.
200 feet? Okay, and how far away would we be from the island?
Oh, 100.
Give or take, ballpark.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet? Okay. Well, when I take this arrow of damage, I am going to reach my hand out and touch Franz. Is he in touching range of me? I mean,
No.
I landed like right next to him. Right?
I guess you would have. I'll do. Gosh.
It's it's all.
I'll
good.
make you make a touch check. Like, yeah, but he's like being constricted. So like the thing, I will allow you to make a melee attack with your hand to try and touch him.
Oh no, sorry, I'm apologize. All they have to be is within 5 feet of me and willing.
Then yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought I had to touch them.
You're fine.
Anyways, when I drop below 30 hit points, my contingency, actually it's like 32, my contingency is going to go off.
Okay.
And I am going to take Franz with me. My dimension door is going to open, and we are going to exit the dimension door as close to the island as we can in the water.
Okay. God.
I'm actually going to put us like 10 feet under the water.
Okay. Is everybody here?
Yeah.
Ben, are you here? Bucky? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You all see this. What transpires before you. You all see, like, so Bucky and Aster, you all see that the thing that's been underwater has now basically caught up to the fight. Tolliver, you all have put yourself essentially 200 feet down and 200 feet over. So Pythagoreans, you're like 500 feet. Like you end up through like
250, but yeah.
Right. Sure. Yeah. But you're underwater. You're hundreds of feet away from this thing now, right?
Yeah.
And that brief second when you all come to underwater and you sort of look around, you all can see as you're looking back in the direction from which you all came, because that's like you would like poof poof, right?
I should have given you a phobia warning here. I'm sorry. Go ahead, continue.
You see this, yeah, trigger warning. All you can see in the moment before it breaches the surface, this gigantic entity rising from the water.
Mm-hmm.
Aster and Bucky, what you all see is this giant entity coming out of the water, and what you see is the largest fucking turtle you've ever seen in your life.
I knew it. I fucking called it.
More specifically, Bucky, you know this from stories. This is one of the famed Feywilde turtle dragons.
Aww.
It is the size of an island. Island. You see it rise up out of the water, extending its maws, and it grabs the monster in its mouth. And then
The flying one?
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just grabs it. You hear it shriek out in pain. All of the Eldrin like get bucked off of it and they're falling off of it, right? So this thing's fighting. Essentially, the sea turtle, the turtle dragon grappled it when it jumped up, and now using its huge mass, it's just falling back into the water with it, pulling this thing underwater. The tidal wave that is pushed off of this thing breaching and then falling back into the water is massive. Tolliver and Franz, you all are swept up in it immediately, and you were just carried away to who the fuck knows where. You all are now having to hold your breath, so that's going to be a thing.
I'm going to try to keep a death grip on Franz's arm as we like tumble over.
Yeah, so all right, so I need both of you then to make both of you to make athletics checks
Okay.
to like hang on to each other.
Yep.
And then Bucky just goes.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
Bucky just makes this big old screechy sound.
So unfortunately, that one counts as 2 fails. Tolliver, you had a success, yep. Sorry, you all are split apart, and you all are just tumbling in the washing machine right now. You have no idea.
In the washing machine.
Bucky and Aster, you all look on in horror as you're just like, what the fuck? This thing settles. It doesn't fully breach back out of the water again, but its shell or the island that's on its back is now protruding from the water, and you can see a hole. Bucky and Aster, you all can see this as you look down.
Aww.
As it settles into the water, and you all are flying towards it currently. And that is where we will break. Because we've only been technically playing for 2 hours.
We
Are
got
you all
off
going to
of
want
that
to...
thing like just in time.
Yeah, it had one more round before it reached. Yep. And at the end of that round, that's when it reached. I was like, like when you all landed on it, I was like, oh, no fucking way. You all are going with it. This is great.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Your contingency, that might have been the most clutch contingency of all time for multiple reasons.
Yeah. Like, it felt cool before the turtle came.
Okay.
God, Franz is useless without an arcane focus.
Quick break.
Jesus.
How late? So we started late. Do you all want to continue, like, for the normal 3 hours, or do you guys still want to cut off at 11? Like, what do you guys want to do?
What do you think's a good stopping point?
So, obviously, it'll be story and role playing from right here. Like, if you guys want to stop right now, it wouldn't be a bad place. We'll stop with but I mean, I'd like to at least do maybe the next little part, like Bucky and Aster getting to the turtle and what's there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm down to keep going. I was really tired at the start, but I had some coffee. I'd go for however long.
Yeah, it was a sick fight too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this.
Yeah.
As hard it is to like come up with these things, like this is what high level D&D is. Like when you guys can do things like polymorph multiple times into giant eagles,
Right.
fly, shit like that. Things can become really fun, I think.
No,
So
yeah,
was
100%.
is the turtle from the Brandon Sanderson as well?
No,
Is that
turtle dragons are a staple. They've been in Dungeons and Dragons for a long time.
But with the city on its back.
Oh no, that's not necessarily Sanderson. I found this battle map and wrote around it.
Oh, gotcha.
That's a
'Cause I
lot
think-
of that's how
Giant
Wasn't it-
turtles with cities on their back is straight Avatar.
It's not a city. It's like a fortress. Sorry, it's not a.
Yeah,
city,
but you know what I'm
it's a
talking
fortress.
about.
But yes,
The,
I guess
the lion turtles like had whole cities on their backs in the core flashback to the first Avatar.
You know, there's that. There's also was it Brandon Sanderson where she was traveling and she got on the back of a turtle? What was that fucking? Maybe I'm missing my book.
Oh, it wasn't a turtle. It was a sprin, but sort of. I get. Yeah, it was when she was. It was when Shallan was traveling with Yasna.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was-
yeah.
With the sprint that was following the boat the whole time.
And she was trying to get to what's her face to become a student of her or whatever.
Yes, to become a student of Yasna's. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was a sprint, but there was like an actual creature that was like following their boat too that she like touched or some shit,
yeah,
right? Like she dived to look at it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Anyway, let me quick bathroom break, quick little break, and we'll get into some role playing.
Alright.
Yasna.
Trying to think
I
how
just-
to get you
I
a
just-
fucking focus, Franz.
I just picture Yasna as being super hot, dude.
I mean, you kind of have to. They say it like every time she's in the book.
Yeah, like
Like
just
the
picture
most
her-
attractive woman by default objectively walks into the room. Like that's the first paragraph, like first sentence of every Yasna paragraph.
Like, and she's a badass.
Shallan's like even Shallan's inner thoughts. The girl, the straight heterosexual girl, is like, wow, Yasna's like really hot. Like I wish I was really
Super
hot like
hot.
Yasna.
I think I stopped reading that book. Actually, let me get back to it.
I feel like I don't know. That fight was nuts.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what I could have done.
I don't know what I could have done other than just not go there.
You could have polymorphed the monster itself.
Right. I could have polymorphed the monster
yeah.
itself. That's what I was thinking initially, but they had counter spells ready. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
more than one, I thought. So I figured. I mean, at this point in the campaign, I figure Wick has counter
Would've
spells
thought.
ready for my cheese. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For like that kind of shit.
He's not letting you cheese a story pinnacle moment, you know.
But
or-
I have my 1 level 7 spell Force Cage, which is literally not a check. It's one of the dumbest spells in the game. You just trap somebody. There's no check. Like you just do it.
Oh, you need to check. Yeah, that's probably gonna come in handy
Yeah,
here.
read this shit.
In a mobile, invincible, cube-shaped prison composed of magical force brings into existence around you. It gives me like Shield Hero vibes. The prison can be a cage or something. 20 feet says, yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid, bro. Creatures only partially within the area, or those too large to fit inside the area, are pushed away. Creature inside can't leave it by non-magical means. If you try to use teleportation or interplanar travel to leave the cage, it must first make a charisma saving throw. On a success, they can use that magic to exit the cage. On a failure, the creature can't exit the cage and waste the use of the spell. Yeah, so they have to make some saves to get out of it.
It's the ultimate you're CC'd spell. Like, go fuck yourself, you're in a box.
You're in a box.
Like, there's so many of those for wizard. Like, you can make a box with wall of force. You have shit like hypnotic pattern, like fuck you, you're asleep. But this one is literally just like, fuck you, you're in a box. There's no check.
You're in a box.
Turning someone into a mime.
So silly.
Coming really handy for a big, giant, large, barbarian-looking wolf thing that decides to go on a rampage that you just want to throw in a box for a little bit. Not metagaming.
Right, you know, maybe just... That's why I didn't want to use it on... I was thinking, like, if I just trapped the flying thing, the momentum would... And, like, did the thing where, like, I did the top of the box right under their butts. The momentum would just, like, shunt the 4 riders off or whatever.
I want the finishing blow on him.
I know you do, yeah.
You can't, though. We're like a mile away.
Don't worry, I don't do any damage anyways.
Bucky's
not for him.
Bucky's absolutely useless right now.
Don't you have your loot?
I do, but like...
It's not a spellcasting focus.
Well, it is, but...
Well,
like,
no.
I can't...
You've been casting spells anyways, right?
We're not we're not useless anymore. None of you guys should be useless. He took all the shit, put it in the bag of holding.
No, it's just I'm so far away, I'm useless to this.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a hippogriff, so like I can't do anything when I'm in this form.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but you're so strong.
As soon as we link up with
Bro, I'm like a 17 to his 16. Like, get wrecked.
As soon as we link up with Aster, you'll have your shit back, Franz. I didn't think about that.
Well, yeah, but my shard isn't in there.
Hey,
yeah,
you know what, Franz? If you have to have the shard to function, you don't deserve the shard.
I think within the
That's
bag
the
of
whole
holding,
lesson of this. That is the whole lesson of this event. Sorry.
I'm pretty positive that I have my old focus in my bag of holding. You know, you know what I mean? Like the shit I used before.
As soon as you get the stuff to Franz will have. I mean, he'll have a focus too. Like all the spellcasters,
that's what I'm saying.
Get one from the start.
Yeah. Like we have to have a focus in that bag.
I guess they do know because Hephaestus would have relayed that, right? That we're coming up with all their shit.
Well, no, I mean we wouldn't know. I'm just saying because we're on a break. Like, oh shit, you'll have your focus when we link up with them again. Yeah.
We're kind of meta, guys.
It's all good. We're fine. We're having fun.
I mean, it's not like a
table talk, break talk, whatever.
Yeah, table talk, break talk's fine. Okay. Yeah, we will pick up with you all traveling. So the turtle dragon has not moved since it has like settled in the water. And this fort is here, and you all. I will say that you all will land. And Bucky, when you land, will you drop your polymorph or what?
Where am I landing?
So you all are coming up on the southerly side of the turtle. So you all will come here. Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say this before you all get there. Do you want to do anything on approach? As you all are looking, make a perception. I should say this. As you all are making your approach to it to come into land, all of you all can make a perception check.
Oh, I thought I had already was like doing perception the whole time. I can do it again. Intelligence, no. Wisdom +1. 1d. So that's a 14.
Festus has a natural 20, so.
Oh, I can roll again because I'm supposed to get advantage, but whatever. Do it again. Nope.
Oh, it's fine. It wasn't a high check. So what you see now is these structures that are here, these stone walls. They look like they've been, like here. Part of it's been breached. Part of like the structures have been breached. This isn't like an intricate fortress. It's like hastily erected walls, and like this is like like a top side that is sort of like a small, like as you get closer to it, you realize, oh, it's really just like a scout outpost on top of its back. Like this is, like it's like it has like walls for like people to hide from like ranged attacks, and like there's a tower here on this end, and then there's like a big, like almost like a big, big square building with a red roof, and it's very plain, and it looks like it goes into the shell of the turtle dragon. You don't see any people on the back currently, but what you do see is this glowing green, like dais over here with a bluish green orb that is like rotating and like levitating, but it's like producing energy, and this whole podium here is lit up on the backside.
As soon as we land and I get off at his back, I want to be in like stealth mode. I don't want to like piss this thing off, seeing what it just did to that dragon-looking thing.
Do I, Bucky being from the Fae, do I recognize this dragon or who this dragon is, or?
Make a history check.
Okay.
And this thing is currently, you feel it's like shifting. Like now that you've gotten closer, you see it's like shifting because it's obviously struggling with something. It's still technically fighting the thing that it grabbed.
15.
Okay. So there are no named turtle dragons that you are familiar with. They don't have names per se. Some of them have. I mean, I guess. So they are like their own ecosystem, right? The turtle dragons don't have the name themselves. Each resident of the ecosystem, if it's a sentient resident, will name it something personal to itself, right? They probably you know that lore, but there are no like overtly famous or like named turtle dragons that you know. You just know that they do have names, but they're usually given names by their inhabitants, and it's like particular to them. You do know that they do exist. They aren't totally. I mean, they exist, and they are found all throughout the oceans of the Feywilde. And like I said, you know that they have whole ecosystems inside of them. Most like even like you see this large surface area here. You know, usually if someone inhabits a turtle dragon's environment, they also live within the shell. The shell is nigh impenetrable. You know, short of like a fucking bunker buster of a spell or something, you can't crack a turtle dragon shell. So it is, often, sometimes people like, there is a somewhere within the Feywilde Oceans, there is a pirate gang that resides within a turtle dragon, and they are a menace, and they're part of the Feywilde. With a 15, you're not quite sure if you are in that part of the Feywilde or not.
I'll be damn. This is a turtle dragon that we on right now. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. I've only seen these when I was a little pup, just bouncing around. My mama would tell me my mama would tell me these stories about these turtle dragons. And I think I only saw like maybe 1 or 2 in the distance in my whole lifetime. This is amazing. Ooh, I'm on the back of one right now. This is amazing. Anywho,
I think we should walk lightly.
Oh no, we
Piss this
good.
thing off.
No, we're good. Hey, who? Everybody here? Come on out.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. We all good people. $27.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's like my highest stat, bro. It's like this.
You see coming out from behind this statue here.
Which one? Sorry, I blinked.
This one.
That
here.
one. Okay.
Yeah. Just like almost out of nowhere, appearing out from behind the. So what you see here is this is actually it's almost a stone, an exact 1-to-1 scale representation of a turtle dragon. It like looks and it like it's like a whole representation of like you can see like in detail on the back of it this same structure that you're on in here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what you see coming out from behind it is you see two entities come around the sides of it.
Well, hello.
You see they both look at each other as a side eye, and then they both look at you. And the one on stage left looks at you and goes, and by the way, they look exactly what the pictures look like, just
Okay.
for the sake of description. He looks at you and he goes, "Hey there, friend. It's funny seeing a Harangon that we don't know."
Oh, you don't know me? Oh, I'm Bucky Gavraw. The funniest bunny in all the land.
When you say that, they look at you and go, "You ain't kin to Linda Gavro, are you?"
Oh, Linda Gavraw by Mima. Yeah, we go back. We go back since I was born. Probably should.
You hear coming at you hear like this guy pops out of the bush, out of the blueberry bush, and he's like, you see him like eating a blueberry, and he goes, "Ain't no way that's Skippy's kin. He too scrawny."
Too scrawny. I've been traveling a lot and I've been eating real good.
You see this guy pops up in the water right behind you all, and he goes, "No. Now see, Linda was scrawny too, if you remember."
You talking about Mima being scrawny? Oh, but she might have been small.
She didn't
But
cook with no butter.
Yeah, that was always a problem. But you know what? Where she made up for being small was her personality. She had a real big personality. And you know what? She always encouraged you to be your genuine, true self. And that's why Bucky Gavraw out there being a comedian and making everybody laugh. Mm-hmm.
This guy looks over it and he goes, "Matter of fact, kid, if I remember, I do remember they did have a little one running around with them last time we saw them. When we docked the last time and let them off, she was pregnant." Yeah.
So
You see the other one looks at you and he goes, he's just sort of like stroking his like long white chin fur. He's just sort of looking at you.
Oh, you trying to say you know my Mima? How you know my Mima?
Your Mima and your pawpaw used to run with us back in the day, boy.
What you mean by run with y'all?
I don't know how else you want me to say that. We've been marauding around these waters for who knows how long. This our place. This archipelago, Ilario's Rest. Shit, this is where you from, boy.
Oh, this is home? I haven't been here in a long time.
You must have forgotten it. And you see they both approach you. Actually, everybody is like hopped up and come around. And they're all like here talking to you. Like you've gathered around completely. I swear there's supposed to be another one. I'm yeah, here he is. Yep.
What the hell is that?
This again almost literally appearing out of nowhere as he drops like an invisibility spell. He appears right in front of you.
Oh, hello.
Shit. Yo, Pawpaw was my best friend. Him and I used to run jobs up and down these coasts for years. We were feared.
Were you guys kind of like you like helpers and stuff? What you talking about? Feared? That wasn't my people. That wasn't my pawpaw. I mean, they was nice people.
Sure, eventually.
They made me pies and stuff.
They softened up eventually, especially when they had you. Made them real soft. But
Well,
look, you're here, so obviously you might have grown up with a little bit of sense. You found your way back home.
Well, not on purpose. I'm kind of mixed up with a couple things right now. I'm trying to figure this out, but yeah. I mean, I'd like to hear more about Mima.
Why
And
don't,
Papa.
why don't y'all come inside? We'll head back. We'll head down and we'll talk about it.
Okay, yeah, I like that a lot. Can I do an inside check?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's like, yeah, absolutely.
I think we should trust them. Look at how adorable they are.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. Hold on.
Can I help them with that? Like
No.
trying to figure that out?
Okay, Bucky. So obviously there's a lot going on, right? Whirlwind of emotions.
Yeah.
This guy in front of you, like they all look exactly what their pictures look like. This guy looks like he has been through the shit. One eye patch. He's got his sword out and he doesn't have it sheathed. He's got it like dug into the to the ground in front of him. He seems genuine. He's really hard to read, obviously. I mean, with one eye and like he just looks like he's a grizzled old veteran of a guy, basically. But yeah, you get the sense that he's playing level with you.
Playing level. Okay.
He's kind of hard to read. He's keeping his cards close. Obviously, for common sense sake, he's not telling you the whole truth. But you can't. It's hard to tell. Like you can't differ. Like there is no tell that there is any falsity or that he's misleading you with what he said already. You just know that he's not told you everything.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Well, we kind of had a rough go. And I'd hate to put you out, but before I go downstairs with you, there's something that I feel like you should know because I feel like it's relevant and pertinent to information that you might find valuable. And I get in real close, right? I go, do you know that story that they tell all the kids about Sathay? Do you know that story?
When you say that name, he like hisses and cringes back from him. He goes, "Watch your words, boy. Names
know,
have
that's
power
why-
here. You should know better."
That's why I was whispering it.
Whispering don't mean no goddamn difference, boy. Get some.
You right.
You don't
But
have the
you know
sense
what?
that God gave you.
But right now, me and my friends are all caught up in some business with him.
Shit.
He trying to kill us. Well, not really. It's complicated. It's real complicated, right? But basically, I don't even know why he don't like me. I was just caught up in his own words. I swear to you, on the sun as it rises and falls, he said to me, "You was in the wrong place at the wrong time." But that don't mean he still don't want me. So just so you know, there's some crazies out there that's looking for us. So can you help?
I'll tell you what. It's been, well, never since Nishar here has ever been penetrated.
Oh, what?
What? It's a turtle dragon, boy. Get inside.
Oh, okay. I thought. All right. I'm about to
God
say.
damn. Yeah. Hey, you Vic first son for sure, ain't you? God bless. You see, they all just sort of chuckle and laugh as they sort of like congregate around you, and they're all just sort of like small talking you as you guys are moving up.
Hey, come on. Hey, my friends come right to Hephaestus, Astra. Come on, let's go. These people real nice. Like
They look at you two, and they go, "They're not allowed in."
oh, well, they my buddies.
We don't typically let outsiders inside. It's how we keep things safe,
Well, I get it.
contained.
Because if they outsiders and you let them inside, they're no longer outsiders. They now insiders.
Maybe you do got some sense, boy.
Yeah, see, I got it. No, but they real good people though.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. What if I told you a joke?
He peers up at you through that, he. Ooh, with the 26. He tilts his head so that the eye patch is what's like looking at you, like facing you. You know what I mean? Like he turned his good eye away from you so that his eye patch is looking at you. He goes, you know what? For old Linda and Vic first son, we'll let him in. Anything bad happens, it's on you though, boy. You hear me?
I got you. But you know what? I appreciate you so much. That actually, reminds me of a good joke. You want to hear a joke?
They all just sort of look at each other.
Yeah. This is one I know for a long time ago. My papa told me this one. I remember this one. He says, "Why did the pirate go to school?" Because he wanted to learn how to see properly. Get it? See? Like this. Anyway.
Make a performance check.
Okay. 1 second. Performance. God bless it. It was on the 18 and then
That's still pretty damn good. Yeah, everybody gives a nice little chuckle and they pat you on the back. Hey, yeah, it's good to. Hey, it's real good to have a Gavro back around here.
Yeah, we gonna spruce this place up real quick. Like, come on, Hephaestus, come on, Asher, let's go ahead and break bread with our new friends.
I'm gonna use disguise self to grow rabbit ears and a rabbit tail as I'm walking on.
What?
Okay.
You just do that in the open?
Yeah.
Do I notice this?
Yes.
I just kind of give him a look.
I'm not trying to hide it.
I just kind of give him a look like, what?
Just trying to fit in a little bit.
I got the bunny thing unlocked. Couldn't you picture something? Couldn't you done something else? That's called intellectual property. Okay, learn it. God, rude, man.
So, as you all make your way up here, you get to about right here. He makes his way up here to the pedestal. He starts interacting with the orb. He like lays his hands on it. You see him close his eye as he sort of focuses for a second. You feel this thing shift. You feel the whole island shift, and you hear like this deep guttural like whoa, like roar that's like makes the water froth up around you all. You hear a screeching sound as you see the flying serpent entity thing breaches out of the water, out of the grasp of the sea turtle, and you don't see. Actually, we'll make another perception check. Make a perception check. All y'all.
Perception.
Yeah. It's pretty damn good.
These are all hitting my top stats. Ouch.
Oh, okay. You see, Bucky. You see hanging off the tail of this creature. You see, as it's flying away, you see the golden Eladrin is hanging on to the tail of the creature. It's flying away.
Golden Eladrin?
Yeah, the golden Eladrin.
Okay.
Just so it's clear what I'm talking about. This one.
Okay.
You hear this guy go, "Ah, shit." You would have thought Navarro would have been able to. They all just sort of watch as it flies off. He goes out. We'll clean up the rest of you too. These are our islands. You cannot have them.
Wait, what's going on with them? What'd you say about them? You got so loud that your voice started to break up a little bit.
Oh, did it? I'm sorry, I did not. Yeah, I got it. I guess it did.
Hey, I role played it though. Okay, I role played.
You did. You see his twin. You see them. They're basically twins. They look so similar. He sort of perks up and he goes, "Well, about 2 weeks ago, The checkpoint over there was overrun by somebody. It was a big kerfuffle. We could hear the explosions shit near the horizon line. It was loud, and everything turned red. I ain't never seen nothing like it before in my life. Well, we decided that we were going to investigate, seeing it is our duty to patrol and protect these waters here. So we went to go check out what was happening, and the whole building, the whole island was rearranged. There was now a giant building on that island that didn't used to be there. That big red roof, where, assuming that's probably where y'all came from, right? Seeing as y'all landed on the southerly side.
Yeah, we came from that. We came from them parts right there. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, we did a little investigating. Cost us one of our men.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that.
So we don't exactly know what's going on over there, but what we do know is that these violent, sadistic, and petty Eldrin have moved into our islands, and they've been looking for something.
Yeah, I think I might know what it is.
Oh. Well, it's our business to rid them and keep our island safe. He sort of like nods off in a couple of directions towards some of the glowing islands that I mentioned earlier. So back to like this map. He like points off like over here, like on all the big like islands. He's like, they all started glowing here just very recently, and that's why we came back this way after we had departed.
That
Sort
makes
of got
sense.
our attention. Do you know what's going on here, Bucky?
I got a pretty good inkling. Mm-hmm.
Well, how about this?
Remember-
Why don't you come in for a bite and we'll talk about it.
Inside check. Just
Sure.
kidding. I won't do that. I
No,
won't do
if
that.
you want to, go ahead.
Just to see if he means well. Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's very interested in finding out what you know. Obviously, he's being very sincere about it. He's like taking the duty of protecting the waters here very seriously, and like he genuinely wants your information, and he doesn't seem to want to.
Well,
do
we
you
can
any
come
harm.
on down. I think we might be aligned. I think we might be able to figure out how we can work together to solve the same problems. Because if you saying this is my home, then I'm obligated to protect it just like you is. Mm-hmm. Let's head on down. I'll tell you what I know.
Okay.
Astro, you guys coming?
Yeah, you guys head inside.
Yep.
Head down here. Okay. So you all make your way down there, and we will screen wipe to here.
Oh, that's them.
Franz.
Jesus, they're on an island. Damn.
See,
Look at the water.
you see why my prep took me so long tonight? I should have been doing, like I said earlier, I should have been doing this during the day when I had free time, but I decided I wanted a cowboy instead. Where, Tolliver, is your shit? Where? Okay, here. All right. So you all come to, we'll just say simultaneously, right? After being swept away, you both smack into something solid. And you grab onto it, and you climb, and you reach the top, and you come out, and you both get on top of these rocks, and you can see this giant green glowing island in front of you. Like, all of the, like, everything that's green here, all of the wildlife, anything that's green is glowing. It is putting off this bright, wavering energy. And you all sort of like looking around here as you sort of stuck here. You both look around. You don't see either one of each other, because obviously your positions are blocked by this giant cliff face here. We will end here tonight, unless you all want to keep playing for a little bit.
I'm good with ending it.
Yeah,
Okay, as I figured you two gotta get. Yeah, it's okay. It's a good place to stop. So you two come to both standing atop these rocks in the water, looking at this island from different perspectives, and that is the scene we will close on.
Ooh, that was a good session.